Hello and welcome, my name is Bartosz. I will show you in this tutorial how to connect GNS3 to internet using NAT, IPv4 and IPv6. Okay, let's get started. First of all, we need the cloud. And we need a router. I'm using Cisco 2600 20XM. Okay, now we need to set up network with our cloud. Right click, configure, and we need to choose the network card. Add, apply, and okay. Now this cloud is bridged with my network card, which is connected to my ADSL router. Shift cable and fast Ethernet connected from the cloud, from our network card to fast Ethernet 0/0 to the router. So now we need to set up NAT. At the moment, my router IP address is 192.168.7.1, and we will set up NAT using DHCP, which will assign the IP address from my ADSL broadband router. Okay, let's start the router. Connect using the console. Okay, enter. Okay, so we need to set up DHCP on interface fast Ethernet 0/0. So to do that, we have to go to the configuration mode, go to interface fast Ethernet 0/0, and to set up DHCP, we have to type the command IP address DHCP. Hit enter, no shot, and this should bring the interface up. And in a moment we should get the IP address from my ADSL broadband router. There you go, the IP address 192.168.7.21. We can quickly try ping 192.168.7.1, which is my gateway and the IP address of my ADSL router. Enter, and success. So DHCP assigned the IP address. Let's have a look. Show IP interfaces brief. So we have the IP address 192.168.7.21, and it's assigned by method DHCP. So technically, if we ping 4.2.2.2, which is Google DNS server, we should get response from the DNS server. Enter, and success. It is important to know that DHCP assigns automatically default route to the internet, so our router R1 knows which interface needs to send traffic to get to the internet. Let's quickly have a look. Show IP route. So we can see that the static route is assigned and our router knows where to send the traffic. This only happens with DHCP. When we set up IP address manually we will have to set this static route manually. I will show you how to set this up in the next tutorial where we will be setting up IPv4 addresses manually. IPv4. Okay, let's start our network again, router and cloud. And now we need to set up cloud to bridge network with our network card, add, apply, and OK. Shift, click on the cable and fast Ethernet, connect cloud with our router fast Ethernet 0/0. To set up IPv4 you will need your own IPv4 class. The easiest way to get it is to contact your internet service supplier and request small class of IP addresses. In my case, I received 8 IP addresses, which is 87.127.171.51, which is IP of our router, which will be assigned to our router. Gateway, which is 87.127.171.50, which is the gateway, and mask 255.255.255.248, which is /29. Now we need to start our router and connect to console. My router is started already, so we are ready to start to set up IPv4 manually. So router R2 is connected to the cloud, which is bridged with network interface, which is connected to the internet through my ADSL router. So right now we need to set up IP address for R2 for interface fast Ethernet 0/0. So I have to go to configuration mode, interface fast Ethernet 0/0, IP address 87.127.171.51, and the mask is 255.255.255.248. No shot should bring the interface up. And now if we go show IP interfaces brief, we can see that our interface fast Ethernet 0/0 has IP address 87.127.171.51 and it's set up manually. So right now we should have a connection between our router R2 interface fast Ethernet 0/0 to my ADSL router, which is 87.127.171.51 which is my gateway. So let's just double check. Ping 87.127.171.50, and we have a success. So our router R2 is connecting to the gateway, and now we need to set up default route for the R2 to send the traffic to the internet. So to do that, we have to go to configuration mode, and we have to set up IP route and send all traffic to our gateway, which is 87.127.171.50. So if we go to show IP route, we should have a static route, and all traffic from this router will be sent outside to this IP address. So if we want to ping Google server 4222, we should get the response now, and we have. We can do one more thing. We can set up name server. So instead of pinging the IP addresses, we will be able to type the domain names instead. To set up name server, we have to type two commands. We have to go to configuration mode and type IP name server and type DNS server. I'll be using Google DNS server. And another command we have to type is IP domain lookup. As a default, Cisco devices have domain lookup disabled, so to enable domain lookup we have to type the IP domain lookup. So now if we try to ping google.com, we should get the response from the Google. There you go, the IP 74.125.24.101. It's google.com. So our IPv4 settings are done. We are successfully connected to the internet. So right now we can move to IPv6 and set up IPv6 working with GNS3. To set up IPv6, we will need our own IPv6 addresses. You can get them in two ways. First one is from your internet service provider, but not all of them supports IPv6 yet. And the second one is you can use one of the companies in the internet which they offer free service to use IPv6 and connect to their servers. One of the companies offering free IPv6 tunnels is the company names Hurricane Electric. They offer free service enables to reach the IPv6 internet by tunneling over existing IPv4 connection. So basically we can connect our IPv6 enabled hosts or routers to one of the Hurricane Electric's IPv6 routers and connect them to the internet. It's a very simple registration process which takes less than a minute, and after that we will get our own /48 prefix of IPv6 addresses. After you fill up your form, register and create your tunnel, you go to your tunnel settings and then you will have some settings. You will need to set up IPv6 tunnel, which is server IP, IPv4, which is the Hurricane Electric server, our site, which is our router IP address, and then we will receive IPv6 address, which is outside of the connection, and inside of the connection is our IPv6 R2 IP address. Also we can get /64 and /48 IPv6 rooted class, which we can use later to set up our devices. Okay, let's get started. Okay, go to configuration mode Now we have to go to interface and create tunnel 0. So type tunnel 0 and we are in the interface tunnel 0 in configuration mode. So now, well, let's just start from description. Let's call it Hurricane Electric IPv6 tunnel. Okay, let's set no IP addresses. IPv6 enable. And then we have to type the IP address which we received from tunnel broker, IP address for this R2 router. So this will be IPv6 address, and I will copy and paste my IP address for this interface. Enter. Now we have to set up tunnel source, which is 87.127.171.51, my IP address IPv4 for this R2 router, and the tunnel destination, which is Hurricane Electric server, which is 216.66.80.26. Now we have to change the tunnel mode IPv6 IP. Okay, so now we have to go back to configuration mode, and we have to set up one more thing, which is default route for IPv6. And to do that, we just type IPv6 route/0 tunnel. Oh, that's wrong. /0 tunnel 0 and right, just in case, save the configuration. So our configuration is done, and we should get information stating that interface tunnel 0 changed status to up. So just to double check, let's have a look. Show IP interfaces brief. This is our IP address for interface fast ethernet 0/0, and for interface tunnel 0 there is no IPv4 IP address, but if we type IPv6 show IPv6 interfaces brief, we can see that we have the IP address assigned here. So right now what we need to do is just to copy the address and ping, paste the address and change to 1, which is server from the Hurricane Electric side. So if I hit enter, we should get connected. There you go, we are successfully connected with other side of the tunnel. So last thing we have to do is to try to connect from outside to our router. To do that, you can go on the website. This is the website I use, mebsd.com. They offer ping trace route with IPv4 and IPv6. So to connect to our router, you need to type just IPv6 address of our router, which is this one here, and just to click start to connect to our network. And now we can see this is the IP address of this website, which pings from this IP address to our IP address, and then we have a response from our router. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment, and if I can, I will answer to your question as soon as I can. I hope this is helpful to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.